Alright, I decided to give this one some time after hearing about the technical troubles at launch, but I finally dove into Borderlands 4 after its first major patch, and, at least from my experience on a gaming laptop of an AMD Ryzen 9, it feels like the patch ironed out most of the issues that were reported. There was some occasional stuttering, and I obviously had to kick the graphical fidelity down quite a bit, but overall, the game managed to maintain a smooth 60 FPS throughout my playtime, and I'll be spanked like a monkey if I didn't enjoy that playtime for the most part. The game almost acts like a soft reboot to the series. It still has the basic conceit of the Vault and Vault Hunters, but there's only a few familiar faces in the mix, at least at the outset, so you're mostly dealing with an entirely new cast. It's also set on a new planet called Kairos, which is ruled over by the Timekeeper, a notably much crueler and more solemn villain than the series tends to employ. In fact, the story overall is surprisingly somber and dramatic by Borderlands standards. While there is still plenty of the trademark humor that the series loves to employ, it's been turned down just enough to not become grating like Free occasionally did. I never want to just mute the game and put on an audio doc or a podcast as I have when playing previous entries. The gameplay has also been handled with a new approach this time around, while still keeping the same satisfying mixture of FPS gameplay and RPG character building. There's new movement options in the form of a glide and a contextual grapple that really emphasize zipping across the arena to flank large groups of enemies, corralling them in a bunch so you can just toss a grenade into the mix or use an action skill to deal some real damage. There's also more of an emphasis on the open world this time around, so you don't really have a hub anymore like the sanctuaries of previous games. Expanding backpack spaces and ammo capacity is now done through a menu rather than by finding a specific NPC, and while that approach does feel a bit impersonal and loses out on some character in my opinion, I can't deny that the convenience is welcome since you're able to slide right back into the action rather than running back and forth to one area just to improve certain aspects of your character. As for the much touted open world, it's fine, if a bit blasé. While there is a lot to discover, I never really found myself raring to explore for more side quests or locations. The only thing that ever caught my eye was the occasional overworld boss that looked interesting, but overall, I found the big explorable area to be mostly ancillary at the end of my time with the game. But overall, Borderlands 4 is a wonderful step up for the series. In my humble opinion, it takes everything that worked about the previous games and builds upon the foundation they laid down. It's still got that humorous charm more appropriate while making sure to never go too far as to pull the player out of the experience. If you've been following the series like I have for the past few years, then I highly recommend this title, and if you're curious to see what all the fuss is about, then this is a good place to hop in. Oh, and a special message to one Randy Pitchford. Hire a PR team and shut up already.